What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're gonna go over 5 wrestlers who should never fight again. But before we get on the video, if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and let's get straight on the video with number 5, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'll start this list off by saying it's obvious many people want to see Stone Cold return to the ring and have one final match. People have been asking for him to return and face off against CM Punk in one of the biggest dream matchups ever for a while now. Clearly, CM Punk left the company, but that doesn't mean people don't want to see Stone Cold wrestle again. Fans have been saying that he should wrestle against Brock Lesnar in a match that was supposed to happen 15 years ago. I honestly feel like, as great as it sounds, it shouldn't happen at all. People want to see this because they think it will be great, and in all honesty, it will most likely end up like Roman Reigns and Undertaker at WrestleMania 33. Stone Cold is 52 years old and has 2 banged up knees. I'd rather remember his match against The Rock at WrestleMania 19 than a horrible slugfest. Number 4, Corey Graves. When Corey Graves was down in NXT, he was quickly making a pretty good name for himself. I always got that CM Punk vibe from him because he had great mic skills as well as that Punk look. I also thought he was pretty good in the ring. Personally, I was actually really excited for him to debut on the main roster. Unfortunately, Graves would start to rack up many concussions, which was the reason why he had to retire. Now, Graves is spending his time behind the commentator's booth, and those mic skills really came in handy because he has been doing a phenomenal job. He is up there with Mauro Ranallo and JR as one of the best commentators the WWE has right now. Many people do want to see him return to the ring, but it's not worth getting permanent brain damage, to be honest. Number 3, Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd had a lot of potential to be a star in the WWE. When he first arrived to the company, he became tag team champions and had a bright future. For the next few years after that, he actually just floated around on the main roster before getting sent back down to NXT. At NXT, we saw the resurrection of Tyson Kidd, and he was making a name for himself with his in-ring ability. Shortly after that, he was brought back up to the main roster to team up with Cesaro, and they were my favorite tag team at the time, and they're up there with my favorites of all time. At a live event, Tyson Kidd was facing Samoa Joe in a normal match one-on-one. Ultimately, this was the end of Tyson Kidd's career and nearly the death of him as well. Tyson Kidd was hit with a muscle buster and they botched it. Kidd landed terribly on his neck and had a 5% chance of living. Thankfully, he made it through and has recovered since then. Hopefully, he doesn't risk it and try wrestling ever again for his safety. Number 2, Edge. Edge is one of the most underrated wrestlers of all time. For some odd reason, many people don't really talk about Edge too much when discussing the greatest in the business. Anyways, in 2011, Edge was on top of his game. He was the face of SmackDown as well as the World Heavyweight Champion. Going into WrestleMania 27, Edge probably didn't think that his match against Alberto Del Rio would be his last. Since Del Rio was his last opponent, many feel like he should make his return and wrestle one final match against someone that he wanted to retire him, such as Christian. Edge and Christian are my favorites of all time, but I'd rather have Edge live a healthy life. There's no need for him to end up in a wheelchair for the rest of his life for one match. And number 1, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is one of the GOATs and sadly had to retire way too early at the age of 34. Bryan had at least 10 more years in the ring to have some much more dream matches. Unfortunately for him, he hurt his neck and had way too many concussions. For this reason, WWE doctors don't believe he should return to the ring. Daniel Bryan, on the other hand, thinks he can still go. This makes me so upset because he wants to go and wrestle in Ring of Honor or New Japan Pro Wrestling. I really hope he doesn't do this because Daniel Bryan has a beautiful wife and a child. I hope he doesn't risk the future of his health for wrestling. I understand he loves the business, I understand he loves wrestling, but now he has more to live for than just wrestling. I seriously hope he doesn't make a bad decision. And that is it for the video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Pllana. Check out my other channel, Official Life Facts, and I'll see you all later.